White rum, light rum, unaged rum, silver rum. What exactly is the difference? That's what I'm going to be dissecting today. So let's get the very first thing out of the way. What is the difference? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They all refer to the same category of rum. Some people in rum world will get pretentious about it and literally hate on white rums, hate on silver rums, and they just prefer to use unaged rums. But let's be honest, we've got a very, very, very long way to go in education terms before the wider community actually understands that yes, they are unaged rums as opposed to white rums, okay? Look, you know, Bacardi has been around since the year dot. We already, flipping says it on the bottle, superior white rum. Bacardi is the market leader when it comes to white rum. Until they stop calling it white rum, you are going to have a massive category called white rum. It's that simple. It doesn't matter how pretentious you get about it, we're just going to call it white rum. It doesn't matter. So there is a lot of education to be done about it, but essentially they are exactly the same thing. White rum, unaged rum, light rum, silver rum, all the same thing. So let's, you know, we've already mentioned Bacardi. Bacardi, a lot of people hate on Bacardi. Look, it's not my favourite rum. It really isn't my favourite rum. There are a lot better white, unaged, whatever you want to call them, rums out there. But Bacardi kind of did give this whole category a bad reputation. It's such a shame because there are some absolutely belters to drink neat. I am quite happy drinking some white, light, unaged rums, whatever you want to call them. I'm quite happy sipping some of them neat. They really are great. But because Bacardi is kind of the spearhead of this whole category, it kind of does give the category a bad name, which is something I want to kind of get rid of and dispel in 2023. But, you know, do you class, is that a light rum, a white rum? Well, of course it is. You know, it's the thing is though, it's 3 years old. It has been filtered, obviously, because 3 years, you know, it's going to take on some colouring. But you can kind of see that there's not much in the bottle, but you kind of can see that it has a sort of grassy straw hue to it. But essentially, we would still call it, because it's not an unaged rum, because it's been aged for 3 years, but it still does go into that light rum, white rum category. And this is the thing, where did the term, well, we're going to jump into two things here. Where did the terms light rum and silver rum come from? Well, you know, when you've got a rum like that we call white, and a rum, I don't know, let's just pick, that's not the one I kind of want to go to, but that'll do for the time being. The other ones are sort of tucked away. You know, when you kind of refer to something like that as a gold rum, I was actually trying to get Appleton's signature, bad admin, but Appleton's signature out here, Mount Gay Eclipse, all that sort of stuff you would refer to as a gold rum. You know, where, and we're going to be talking about that in another video, where do you kind of go to from gold rums? You know, you kind of want to sound, you kind of want to make white rums sound more premium. So we go to the sort of light rums, or when you've got a silver rum, obviously the premium sister, brother, whichever gender you want to go for that, the premium sort of side to that is silver. If you've got a gold rum, stands to reason, why not have a silver rum? And you're seeing a lot of distilleries, especially in the UK, pop up with this silver rum, this whole category of silver rums. I'll be honest, it's something I've not really seen beyond the UK. So I keep saying UK, but British. Beyond that, but essentially that's all they are. They are in the same playing field as Bacardi, but the big difference is, you know, while we see Bacardi, I'm sorry Bacardi, but while we see Bacardi at the lower end of this category, as I keep saying, there are some phenomenal white, light, unaged silver rums in this category you should really try. You know, don't just think of these rums as Bacardi puts it, you know, the Bacardi and Coke. You know, don't just think of him as the Cooper Libre. Yes, a daiquiri is another way to go, and I flipping love a daiquiri. There's nothing better than an icy cold daiquiri for me with light unaged rums. I love those, but there is way more to them, as you've seen with many of my videos. Some of the white rums, light rums that I've added to cocktails, that I've tested in cocktails, really do change the whole complexity of a cocktail. They are phenomenal. Please do not dismiss them in any shape or form. Do not hold Bacardi accountable for the whole category, because there are some bangers out there. And as I say, when it comes to sipping neat, you know, these are 4 of my top picks. I am quite happily sip any of those neat just as they are. Maybe if you want some ice, But, you know, Retribution is actually my top pick of neat white sipping rums in the UK. But I actually haven't cracked this yet, but I have got kits brand new. These are up the ABV, so I'm not actually sure whether the actual rums taste different, but we've got Ninefolds there up against Diplo and Santa Clara. They're phenomenal. Don't dismiss them. But unfortunately for these, when it comes to the wider community, they do live in that same category. They are all white rums. Whether you want to call them white rums or light rums or unaged rums or silver rums, they are the same category as Bacardi. But I'm trusting in you, the people watching this video, to kind of take Bacardi, to take that overall profile with a pinch of salt and really kind of go into white rums this year. I'm not going to get pretentious. I still call them white rum. I know technically they should be unaged rums, but I don't give a toss about all that until the wider community accepts that white rum is unaged rum, which is going to be another 10 years from now. Let's just call it what it is. They are white, clear. Let's go even one better than that. Clear, see-through rums. How's that? But of course, if you put clear, see-through rum on your bottle, you're never going to sell it, are you? So you're going to put silver or unaged or whatever. It's kind of that more premium kind of thing to kind of sell it. That's all it is. It's marketing jargon. Anyway, if you want even more rum education, if you want to learn about gold rums, dive into that video right there.